Bloomberg Economics, for example, put out some great analysis saying that it's going to be somewhere in the realm of 3 months when you start to see Red Sea tensions normalize. But if you were to square that with some of what the geopolitical strategists are saying in terms of the Israel-Hamas conflict altogether, which, of course, this is a function of, some people are saying years. Give us a time frame here.
That's such a difficult question, and it's a question on many levels. First of all, you have the security situation and how quickly that can be resolved. That very first step of it is not clear, because you need to know just how effective the plan is going to be, how effective those convoys, probably convoys, are going to be. What kind of convoys are they going to be? Will the Houthis, just fire missiles out from shore at these ships? Will they all be intercepted? There's loads of questions. So that's the very first part. Then you've got the ships that are being disrupted, going the long way round, arriving when they weren't expected to arrive, getting back to Asia for their next cargoes when they weren't expected to be, getting back to Asia at different times. It's going to take a long time. So there are many aspects to this, and in a broader sense, yes, there are these huge geopolitical questions that go well beyond the immediate response.
So let's talk about the reaction to it. And I'm not necessarily talking about the markets, but specifically the shipping market. When we're talking about rates here, it feels like this is a good time for this kind of crisis to happen, just given the excess shipping capacity. But I think something that's confusing me here is that if so many people are looking to reroute around Africa, I think it's a 40% increase in distance itself. Why are the costs in terms of staffing, in terms of fuel, in terms of even distance, why are those not being, or at least showing up in other places?
Well, to start with, I think if you look at the shares of shipping companies, we looked at a big index yesterday and the market caps of all those firms. That's gone up by 22 billion, to around about 190 billion as of yesterday, and maybe the numbers have moved around a little bit since. But you can see that investors clearly think that this is going to have an effect on freight rates and going to be beneficial to the bottom lines of a lot of shipping companies. So, it's happened at an opportune time. Opportune is a horrible word, but it's happened at a time that is helpful to the container shipping companies in particular, which have had issues with capacity, and it's going to take a while to resolve. Rates will go higher for those guys, and I think you will see it in a lot of areas, not in everything. Shipping is always a mishmash of responses. It's not like all rates for all kinds of ships go up, because they all have their own dynamics that go alongside any one issue.